How to approach girls on the street. All right, so this actually is going to be a two-part video. It's kind of weird. Two for one video. I'm basically going to be cleaning my apartment and explaining this topic to you guys about how to approach girls in the street. My experience in New York City. All right, because I do it pretty often. I actually do it like every day this week because of my new job, which is really very grateful for. Um, this job allows me to travel very often, and I'm always out and about, and I see a lot of beautiful women. So I've been approaching a lot of a lot of them, and I'll give you guys a few pointers on how to have a good interaction, basically. Okay, so one of the things is that it's not really about what you say; it's more about how you say it. Okay, that's number one. When you go up to a random girl or just a a person that you never met before, it's you got to keep in mind that it's going to be hard for you to get their attention in the first place if you don't speak loudly and confidently. So that's number one. Just being able to just get out what you're trying to say in a clear and concise manner. Okay, because this is kind of funny. There's one time I was actually going to see my friend. He has a real estate brokerage, and his real estate office was like, you know, on kind of on the way to. It was in the vicinity of where I was going. So I ended up parking up, and then I exit the car, and I see this beautiful girl walking across the street. And I was like, oh damn, let me go talk to this girl real quick. And then this guy starts like walking after her, and then starts talking to her. And I thought, oh wait, is that her boyfriend maybe? So I was a little confused. So I backed off, right? But then I see like he was trying to holler at her, but and then she just ignored him. I was like, oh, he's the nobody. This guy wasn't anybody to her. So then I ran after her, and then I went to go talk to her. I literally got her number after that interaction, which is crazy, And then I was like, yo, this is hilarious. Like that same dude that went to try to talk to her, like he was talking to her like, hey yo, you're looking good, ma, or something. Like he was straight up whispering. Like he was not speaking in a clear, concise manner at all, and that was the crazy part. Like I'm just gonna make sure it's recording because I'll spin some game right now. So yeah, yeah, like he was just like not confident at all in what he was saying. So that like she didn't even hear it. Like when I went up to her and talked to her, she was like, "Yo, what did that guy? What was that guy saying to me?" And I was like, "I have no idea, but I think he was trying to holler at you." Like, but he was just like whispering, and we both had a laugh at it because that dude had no confidence, bro, no confidence at all. But after I went to go talk to her, and she gave me her number, I was just like, "Wow, mad easy, right?" All you have to do is really just be confident in yourself and just like do it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really not that difficult. And again, it's more about what you like, not what you say, but how you say it, right? So the key emphasis on that approach a girl, right, is more so like your body language, right? You're not gonna like come off like threatening, right? You're just like you're smiling, you're making eye contact, like just like oh, you're looking mad sexy and shit. You're staring right at her boobs or you're staring right at her ass. Right? You're looking right into her face, looking at her eyes, seeing her facial expressions, seeing if she's actually having a good time talking to you. If she's like not even trying to make eye contact with you, she's just like trying to book down the street. That's not nothing towards you. She just doesn't want to like talk. She's busy. She's not with it. You know what I'm saying? But like if she stops, she looks at you, she makes eye contact. Oh, like all right, she's with it. She's with it to have a conversation real quick. Then boom, you go talk to her real quick. And what I highly recommend to people that are engaging with people face to face and trying to mac, right? You should really try to extend that conversation. You know what I'm saying? To make it really like, to make it really more solid, if that makes sense, right? If you get a girl's contact, yeah, cool, you get the contact, but it doesn't guarantee that you get a date, right? The most important thing is that you get the date, obviously, right? You actually meet up with the girl, you actually get to know her, you actually end up dating her. That's the ultimate goal, right? It's not just to like get the phone number. Like that's what I'm trying to like really work out right now because it's mad easy for me to get the phone number right now. Super duper easy. I can get literally any girl's phone number and any girl's Instagram. Like it's either Instagram or phone number. I can get something of their contact. It's usually up to me whether or not I really want to pursue them. or not, right? But yeah, for the most part, it's like just choosing. Oh, no, sorry, it's basically like the when you get their contact, right? It's not even just about that contact. It's more so about them, right? Like, what do they even want? Do they even want to be in a relationship or even want to talk to you? Like, and then that's what you should gauge as you continue the conversation. Like once you, that's the problem most guys have, and what I have is once you get the contact, you just leave. There's nothing else to it. You don't make plans to meet up. You don't like try to extend the conversation. Like you don't even like sell yourself even furthermore. Like what is the like you don't sell yourself to the point where like oh she wants to go even see you again. You know what I'm saying? So that's like the main problem, right? And I noticed that like if you do a good job of selling yourself and you do a good job of like low key flexing real quick, that'll help boost your chances of a second encounter. You know what I'm saying? But again, it takes work, it takes time, and it's not gonna be easy because a lot of times girls are gonna be very standoffish and not respond to your text messages, and you gotta just ignore those girls, bro. Like, there's gonna be times where you have a really good engagement with a girl. I remember this one time I met this girl at a bar, super good engagement. As soon as she gave me her number, you know, we actually did text. We arranged plans, but then she deaded me. All of a sudden, she canceled the plans and just deaded me. Oh, like for no reason, which made no sense because I wasn't like bothering her, harassing her, or nothing. Like we made plans. She all of a sudden canceled the plans. She unfollowed me and just like I don't know. I didn't even do anything. It was weird. But that's just how girls are. Like like literally, we had the plans like a week later. It wasn't like that following that same week, that weekend. It was like the next weekend, And then from that period to that next weekend, just something happened in between, and that just made her like not want to do it anymore, which is crazy. Like we literally set plans, and then she told me, oh, something came up about her parents and this and that. Then she just ignored me. That was it. I was like, wow, that's cool. And then that interaction that I had with her, it was like pretty chill. Like we found out that we both Winstonese, like from the same background, and then we talked about how like we play games, Valorant and shit. Like we was really catching a vibe, but then I guess she wasn't really feeling it. She wasn't really feeling it, and then you just gotta like take it on the chin and move on. There's all the fish in the sea. Keep it pushing. What are you gonna do? Keep chasing after her? No. Like the fuck? I like as soon as that happened, I unfollowed her. She unfollowed me. I unfollowed her right away. Bro, what am I gonna do? Chase you? Is that when you do approach a girl, right? You have to just like say what you want to say and just like really not really worry about the outcome. Okay? That's kind of like what you have to be like kind of cool. You feel me? Like you can't be like so like not cool. Like when you go up to a girl, you just be like, yeah. Like you can go just like when you talk to her, like you have to act like you don't really care, like whether or not it goes well or not. Because personally, I don't. I really don't. That so when I do that, it's just kind of like natural, right? Because I actually don't care. So when I go up to a girl and I'm talking to her, I'm like, like, hey, yo, I just saw you over there. I was skating by, or I was walking by, and I saw you, and I was like, I thought you were really pretty, and I just want to come over, introduce myself, and get to know who you are. So, what's your name? And then she is usually the girl that's waiting for you to lead the conversation. So you just talk slowly and just like lead the interaction, right? So, oh yeah, so I was just wondering what your name was. Oh, your name is Lily, for example. Oh, nice to meet you, Lily. And usually, this is the time I would wait if she would ask for my name, or if not, I would just tell them my name. Usually if they ask for your name, that's even better. But if not, that's fine. You can introduce yourself, or you can skip it completely, and you just wait if they ask for your name. Usually, if they ask for your name, now you know they're interested in finding out who you are. But that's besides the point. Moving on, you could just be like, oh, where you headed right now? Because usually if you meet somebody on the street, they're going somewhere, right? So I just be, oh yeah, so where you headed right now? And just continue the conversation from there. Like, so, oh, I'm going to da 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 da, and then just talk about da da da, whatever they say that is. You know what I'm saying? And then that's just some pointers, just some conversational tips of just like what to talk about to a girl. And then you just ask her like, or you just tell her like, yo, I gotta go to work, or I gotta go right now. So you mind if I grab your contact? This is usually the way I get girls' contacts, right? But I notice once you get the contact, There's nothing, right? So right now, what I do is I don't even focus on the contact anymore. I don't even bother getting the girl's contact. I try to build a good rapport, more focus on that besides anything else, right? So what I do is now I just try to talk to the girl as much as possible during the interaction first, right? That makes the most sense because that yields the best results. If you're focused on trying to get the number, right, and that's she senses like, oh, that's all he cares about, then she'll just give you the number, and then I'll just give him the number, and he'll just leave me alone, right? That's kind of like the mindset. So you don't want that. You don't want to have that like feeling of just like, oh, let me just like give him the pity number and just like leave him alone. Feel me? You don't want that. You don't want a pity number. Okay? You want a number from a girl that actually wants to hang out with you, that actually wants to chill with you, that actually makes plans with you. You feel me? Like a girl that actually wants to date you, that actually wants to fall in love, have kids, start a family. This is what we're looking for, right? Not the girls that are just gonna give you the number and never text you. The fuck is that gonna do? You know what I'm saying? The fuck is that gonna do? All right, so fuck that shit. All right. So when you're interested in this interaction, really talk to the girl, right? Like really tell her how you be feeling. Like, oh, like I saw you and I really thought you were pretty, so I wanted to come over and introduce myself, da da da, and talk clearly, concisely, calmly, slowly, and lead the conversation. Don't expect her to tell you. Don't expect her to like to talk, to lead the conversation somewhere, because then she's gonna be standing there in silence and just looking at you like, what the fuck, like. Does this guy want something from me? I was gonna say the N word. Does this guy want something from me? But yeah, like just you just gotta lead the conversation, and as soon as you lead the conversation, you then make plans with her, right? That's the ultimate goal of like making plans with her to hang out at another time. Because hopefully you're on your grind. You're trying to go somewhere. You got something to do, right? Girls like to see that too. They're not trying to hang out with no loser, right? So you get her contact and you make sure you try to make plans with her on the spot. Usually that works out in your favor. And then as you're leading up to the date, this is my fault. Okay, I think that's what happened to my date before. Was leading up to the date, you should definitely like text her, follow up with her, try to make sure y'all are building up to that moment when you guys see her. You know what I'm saying? Like, not just like deading it completely. But you really want to text her when you want to text her. Don't text her like just because. You feel me? Like text her because you wanted to text her. You know? And then she's texting you back because she wants to. Right? You want to deal with people that want to deal with you, basically. And that's kind of like how I see like relationships that can actually work. You feel me? Like for me, I only want a person that actually wants to be with me. You know, if the girl tells me one day, yo, I'm not really feeling it anymore, like I don't think it's gonna work out between us. Hey, okay, I'm glad you told me. You can be on your way. Have a good one. It was nice knowing you. Right? That's just how I am. If you don't want to be part of my life, you can leave. I'm not gonna force you to stay with me. I'm not gonna be the type to beg you to stay. Right? If you don't want to be here, you can go. Right? There's plenty of other girls. Right? So, again, if you want a quality girl, right, you want to be able to make yourself into a quality person yourself. And to do that, you have to practice these things. And how are you going to be good at talking to girls if you never do it? Right? That's the biggest problem for most guys right now. And a big problem for most guys is the confidence of doing the thing of talking to girls, like just like that, the actual repetitions. You know what I'm saying? So the number one advice I would give you guys is to just get the repetitions in. Okay? I gave you some pretty good advice of what to say, but like the things that actually make you better at talking to girls is the repetitions. You feel me? So if you get the easiest way to get repetitions is you just talk to most girls that you see. Okay? Like it, and you don't even have to like be so hard on yourself. Okay, that's really what I want to say. Okay, it's like don't be so hard on yourself when you go up to these girls, because you know you're gonna fail. You know that like you're not gonna be good the first few times you do it. So why would you expect you to do good, right? You'll be surprised. Even sometimes when you do bad, you can still get the numbers sometimes. And sometimes when you do bad, you can laugh at yourself that you did bad, because you'll be like, what the hell is that? That's hilarious that you freaking stumble on your words and you're stuttering. Like what the hell was that? Is this the type of guy you are? I don't think so. You better step it up. You better fix up your tonality and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta talk to yourself and convince yourself and improve yourself by actually getting the reps. Because no one else is gonna tell you to do it. No one else is gonna help you get better. You know what I'm saying? I could maybe if you want me to coach you, but I am a coach, but for only basketball. I don't really coach dating people, but I can maybe. We'll see. If you live in New York, let me know. I'll try to help you guys out. But I have limited time right now. I could probably only do evenings, so let me know. Probably hit up the bar or something. I don't really even recommend bars, to be honest. The best place to pick up girls, I'm gonna tell you right now, malls, Tessos, Uniqlo, and any kind of like Sephora, Victoria's Secret, or like any kind of like clothing store that women's go to. Like that's easy sweet, easy sweet. All right, but if you if you want also a good selection of females that are out in the streets, you go into like Main Street Flushing or the city. Mad girls over there, mad girls. All right. Let's see. Yeah. So one thing about the second advice I can give you is after you get the repetitions, right? You want to improve each time you do the reps. So let's say you do one rep of going up to a girl that's kind of like a mid-level girl, right? And I very encourage you to do this. Like when you do reps, don't always go for like the super duper hot. Sometimes you could just go for that decently cute girl. You still smash. You still go talk to her and get to know her. You know what I'm saying? You still date her. She's not bad. For me, I personally just go for the hot ones. I only go for the hot ones. The ones that I find really attractive, I'm like, oh, damn, she got a body. Oh, she look good. So I just, I go pull up on them. But you could be more selective, or I prefer you not be as selective, but open up because sometimes you know what it is, right? Sometimes I'll look at a girl, she looks kind of good from far away. I'll go so closer, she be looking hit, right? But I'll still engage in the conversation just to get the practice. You know what I'm saying? Just to like practice talking to her, try to flirt with her a little bit, try to see her reaction, you know? And it's kind of funny because you'll notice that like girls are even more nervous than you are when you go up to them. And then it actually calms me down most of the time, seeing them so panicky and like freaking like ooh like what the fuck like just relax. Like I'm not trying to kill you. Like I'm just trying to say what's up, right? And it's just how you approach them. So if you go up to them and you like make physical contact with them, they're gonna jump a little bit. That's what I noticed too. Don't touch them. Usually, don't touch girls. Okay, if you're gonna touch them, be very like firm and don't be like kind of creepy with it. Don't like, hey, how you doing? Just like, yo, like oh, like tap them real quick, like that. Not too hard, like that one. Like just like yo, or here, excuse me, like tap them like that. Don't grab them like this. None of that. Right? Hey, excuse me. They'll be like, whoa, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Or just like, yo, excuse me. All right, that's usually good. Excuse me. I usually just yo, excuse me, yo. Or I just like, hey, yo, what's up? Or just like I just pull up on, excuse me, yo. I just saw you over there. That's usually what I do. I don't even tap them anymore. I used to tap them, but I don't tap them anymore because I could just like, yo, wave my hand at. It's aura. That's the new slang kids be using these days. It's all about that aura, bro. All about the aura, right? And it's true. It really is about the aura. You gotta have some kind of aura about you. You just be like, hey, yo, what's up? But yeah. So you go up to the girl. You're getting the reps, right? And remember, the reps on these girls, they don't have to be super hot. And remember, you can mess up, right? You want to get in these reps just to get the feel of it, just get the jitter out. To make the mistakes early, right? The key to the reps, right? The beauty of the reps is that the more mistakes you make early on, the less mistakes you make when you actually talk to a hot girl, right? When you actually talk to a girl that you actually want, you'll realize that like, oh wow, the other ones that I didn't even really like those girls, but now I'm talking to a super hot girl, and everything's going so well. Like literally, this is so easy now for me because I'm that calm, right? I'm not jittering, I'm not stuttering on my words, right? And then you just be like, wow, Stefan was right. And then you're gonna come back to this video and drop a thumbs up. I already know it. So, third piece of advice, right? After you get the reps, after you calm the fuck down, right? The third thing is have fun with it. Like when you talk to a girl, right? You should be like teasing, having fun, making an experience, And then like, that's funny. Like this girl that I'm talking to right now, right? When I met her, right? I went up to her. I was skateboarding at the time, and I saw her in a group, like a crowd of people. She was like the only white girl in a group of Asian people. She was beautiful too, Iranian girl, So I went up to, I was like, I skated past her. I made literally eye contact with her. As I skated by her, she made eye contact with me. So I was like, oh, I definitely got a spit game on this girl. And she was banging too. So I was like, oh shit. So I pulled up on her, right? I skated, I went past her. I skated, I waited for her to pass me and get close to me, right? And then I was like, yo, and I was straight up went talk to her. And I was like, yo, I was skating past you and I saw you and I just had to come over and introduce myself. I didn't say it like that, but like something along those lines, right? So I was like, and she was like, no, you weren't just skating. I'm like, I'm technically still skating. This is an electric skateboard. I'm still skating. She's like, that's not really skating though, like this and that. Like we were like playfully teasing each other. She, you know, and then I could see like she's playing this game. She's like actually like feeling my vibe. And then now like I'm actually talking like a very calm. I'm not like stuttering, was scared of her like reaction. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually like engaging in her in a calm manner. And then now we're like, you know, chilling. She's cool. I'm about to chill with her on Friday. We'll see. But she got strict parents. She Iranian, so she got Iranian parents. Man, straight. But I told her, yo, bro, like, you could be my wife, bro. Straight up. She's mad beautiful. She really caught my eye in a group of people. I didn't really get a good look at her, to be honest. But from what I saw, the assets, premium. That's all I'll say. Premium assets. Okay? So, def worth an attempt, you know? Okay? My final piece of advice, let me see. So I told you, get the reps in, right? I told you to calm your ass down, right? And then I told you to have fun with it, like enjoy the process. Now, number 4, the final step is if you really, really like this girl, right? Try your best not to act needy, right? There's gonna be a lot of times where you're gonna want to text her like all the time, and you're gonna want to like you're gonna act needy, right? There's gonna be times where you act needy, and you have to catch yourself and not be needy. All right, you gotta act like a man, all right, and be about your own purpose. Like a woman likes to see that you're about your purpose, you're grinding, you're doing your own thing, and not on her shit all the time, all day, 24/7. You feel me? As long as you're doing your shit and you're about your shit, she'll like you. You know what I'm saying? Most women, they just want a man that can provide for them and take care of them, and that's it, right? For the most part. But nowadays, women, they like to work too, so they like to get their own careers, and that's it makes it a little difficult for us men. But it is what it is, and you just gotta roll with the punches, right? So the way to do that is you just gotta roll with the punches and just make sure you still try your best to engage in those type of females and try to like convince them to not to pursue a career. No, I can't say that because it's tough. It's tough. It's tough because having 2 incomes is pretty good. Not gonna lie. But yeah, because the thing is with girls, right? I noticed this when they're busy with work and like school or whatever, they have no time to be spending with you. It's sick. It's honestly sick, and that's not what I want. I want a girl that actually wants to spend time with me. You know. Do you know what I want? I want a woman that I can come home to. That's what I want, bro. I want to come home and there's a woman at home cooking me dinner with like, you know, an aroma coming out from the kitchen, right? And I got a kid running around. That's the fucking dream, bro. That's the fucking dream. I don't got none of that. So it's just me out here. You saw me just rearrange this shit. Yeah. I hope this video was helpful to you guys. If it was, drop a thumbs up. If it wasn't, drop a thumbs down. And I'll catch you in the next video because I am done. I don't want to talk anymore about this topic. I'm done.